Hey, Emily, pick up, would ya? Are you out of your mind? What the hell did you do?
What are you talking about? Aren't you at your mom's place yet?
You just got here a little while ago.
What's up? Why are you so upset?
Don't give me that. I know all about it, Emily. That $1,500 you send to Mom every month? She tells me that's for paying off your own debts. Is that true?
Huh? I really have no idea what you're talking about.
You deduct $1,500 from my monthly salary and send it to her to help her out. I asked you to do that for me, right?
Yeah, that's right.
She tells me that you're not sending her a dime. That you're using that $1,500 to pay off your own debt. How could you, Emily? I trusted you.
Wait a second. Can you back up a bit?
I was shocked that you even had some debt, but using the money that's supposed to be set aside for Mom being used to pay off your debts, that is what's so unforgivable. Listen up, Emily. I want you to deposit all that money that you swindled from my mom, every last penny. You got that?
What's the amount she's demanding?
$1,800. You've been taking advantage of her for a year now. $1,500 per month multiplied by 12 equals $18,000. I want that money deposited today, Emily. She's in the kitchen right this minute crying her eyes out. She says she can't survive on her measly Social Security check.
Oh, really? I didn't realize she was getting Social Security.
What are you blabbing about?
I said I didn't know she was getting retirement benefits.
Of course, why wouldn't she? She's over 65 and is entitled to receive federal benefits.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm not texting you to talk about her social benefit program. This is about her monthly support that you were supposed to be sending her.
For your information, I've been depositing $1,500 at the end of every month. I've never missed a payment. And about this debt she says I have no financial obligations, at least that I know of.
But Mom just said...
Let's just stop you right there, Mark. I mean, stop and think for a second. As you know, I work full-time at the office. And in addition to that, I do freelance stuff at home, which brings in $1,500 to $2,000 a month. Which means I bring in a total of $4,000 or more every month. Do I really have to go into debt?
Yeah, I know all about that. I told her that. She said that's BS. You made all that up.
Excuse me?
She's sure you haven't deposited a dime. You probably have huge debt way over what you bring in. That's what she said. And I believe Mom. She wouldn't lie to me. I can't believe this has been going on for a year. You really pulled the wool over my eyes.
I always knew you had this mommy complex, but didn't realize it was so bad.
Huh? I beg your pardon?
You see me every day, for God's sake! You interact with me. We live together. Then you visit your mom for one day and now I'm Darth Vader? Your mom's always been pretty coercive.
Coercive? How could you say that about my mom, Emily?
Why don't you just ask to see her bank book? I'm sure this whole misunderstanding will be cleared up.
That's Mom's personal stuff. I can't just look at it without her permission.
Oh, yeah? Okay, if you say so. But I'll say it again. I have no debt, and I've been sending her $1,500 a month every month on the dot. End of story.
No way you're gonna put one over on me again.
This is going nowhere. Let's just chill out a little and talk about this later. I recommend that you take that time to get your act together. Hey, Mark. Are you serious? What's this? Divorce papers? Seriously?
Oh yeah, sent those out yesterday. Got them all ready, huh? I'm sure you already looked them over. You do see my name down at the bottom next to the blank one, set aside for you, I take it.
Yeah, I saw it. That's why I'm texting you. So, what the hell is this?
Do I really have to spell it out for you? Those papers say it all, doesn't it? No need for an explanation.
All I get from this is that you simply want a divorce. I'm asking why.
That's all you're gonna get.
Oh, I see. You've been cheating on me. Is that it?
How could you say that? Where's the proof for that?
See what I mean? This kind of mix-up always leads to these misperceptions. I need to know exactly why you want a divorce. Is that too much to ask?
I'm surprised you don't know. Okay, I'll tell you. It's your despicable actions toward my mother and you keeping this from me, lying to me.
Is this what's this all about? The money I was supposed to send your mom and that BS about me having some kind of debt? Don't tell me you still believe all this nonsense!
That's right. Finally admitting to your wrongdoing, huh?
I'm not admitting anything! All I'm doing is verifying why you want a divorce. That's all. Like I said, I'm not in debt. I don't even have credit card debt. And about sending your mother money, I did that as you asked.
There you go, lying your ass off again. Anyway, I want that $18,000 that you stole from my mom. You're not getting away with that.
I might as well be talking to a brick wall.
All I'm asking is you give that $18,000 back. I won't be asking for any other compensation. You should be grateful that I'm such a nice guy.
Okay, whatever. Just give me a little time then, would you? This is just so sudden. I need to get my head around what's happening.
Yeah, well, I can do that little favor, I suppose. I know you need some time to get that cash ready too, so tell you what, I'll give you a week. How's that? That money is probably quite a blow for someone who has a huge debt to pay off, but this is for my poor old mom. And I'll tell you right now, I'm not backing down, just so you know.
Hey Mark, are you there? Is it true that you quit your job?
Hey Emily, today's the deadline, wasn't it? Make sure you deposit that $18,000 into Mom's bank account by the end of the day. You got that?
Before I do that, I need some answers. I haven't seen you in a while. You apparently haven't come home. Seems you packed all your stuff and moved out when I was at the office.
Yeah, the condo's in your name, so when we split, I'm the one who has to move out. I took the initiative. I was worried about Mom living here all alone, too. Figured it would be an opportune time to come back home. Sooner the better, right?
Is that why you quit your job?
Yeah. They refused my request to move to another office nearby, and this 4-hour commute was really getting to me. Luckily, there's a job opening near my mom's place, so I'm gonna get a job there.
You've been pretty busy, I see.
Why do you even know about me quitting? Who told you? I haven't told anyone yet.
It was a Thanksgiving weekend and you didn't come home. And I was just wondering where you had disappeared to. So I called your office to check if you were there. They told me you came to the office 2 or 3 days ago and submitted your resignation. They also told me you had a bunch of paid holidays left, and so you used that and quit early.
Well, that's a relief. No hassle of having to explain everything to you. That's the story. Do you finally understand the strong devotion toward my mother?
Devotion, huh? Sounds more like an abnormal obsession.
Pardon me?
There's another question I had. Are you going to continue paying that $1,500 to your mom out of your own pocket?
Yeah, that's how it's gonna play out, I suppose. I wouldn't ask my ex-wife to pay it now, would I?
I see. I just wanted to verify that. I'll submit the divorce papers by the end of the day.
Oh yeah, great. Oh yeah, and have that $18,000 in the account by the end of the day. Got that?
Goodbye, Mark.
Emily, pick up, please. I need money, that $18,000.
Are you still harping on about that? I've been sending your mom her money right on time every month. Until last month, at least.
Yeah, I understand.
Pardon me?
You know that bank account book that you returned to me after our divorce went through? I saw that the $1,500 was deposited into my mom's account every month.
So, at long last, you see what I've been telling you. That you had no right to accuse me of stealing $18,000 from your mother.
Yeah, right. It's just that
Spit it out, for God's sake.
it was Mom who was in debt.
Wait a second. Your mom? In debt? Okay.
Yeah, things seemed fishy, so I confronted Mom on it, and she spilled the beans. When my dad died about 2 years ago, she was tricked into buying some fake art. A painting supposedly by some famous painter, sculpture by Picasso, or so she thought. And she traded in stock. In a mere 6 months, she ended up spending $50,000 and even accumulated a considerable debt.
Wow, seriously? $50,000?
Now that I think of it, Mom has always been over-trusting, gullible. When Dad was around, he acted as a barrier, prevented her from being hoodwinked, but with him gone. Now that I think of it, it was about a year ago that she started hounding me about not having enough to live on.
So what you're telling me is that the $1,500 that I deposited into her account for the past year was to pay off her debt. Did I get that right?
Yeah. Even with that, she was still struggling. So, what she came up with was to get us divorced, and after a while kick you out of that condo. Then she and I move in there. Her plan was to have me support her after that.
I figured it would turn out to be something like this. So your mom was the perpetrator in this whole sordid mess.
Yeah, it didn't.
Getting us to divorce went without a hitch, but taking over my condo didn't go as planned, did it? You went ahead and moved out and went back home. In the bargain, you were out of a job.
Well, I figured I could,
Oh yeah, and your mom's social security? She didn't work long enough to be eligible. Maybe a few hundred a month, but nothing to write home about.
What? Seriously?
Yeah, I heard your mom talking about that a few years ago. That she never really worked, and had always been just a housewife. She said she wasn't expecting to get much.
No way, for real? I was hoping she'd support me until I landed that new job. That means I got zero income.
Huh? I thought you already landed that job? You seemed pretty confident about it last time we talked.
I did have it in the bag, at least I thought so. My old high school buddy started this company. I figured it would be local, but actually it's in New York.
You mean like New York? As in New York City?
Yeah, so we're struggling here. I can't just move to New York. I don't even know if I got the job, and even if I did, what do I do with Mom? I can't leave her here to fend for herself.
Sounds like you got your back against the wall, Mark.
Yeah, so, look, about that $18,000, I could use it just about now. And if it's not any trouble, I would appreciate it if you deposit $1,500 into my bank account every month, as you've been doing.
Sorry, I'm gonna pass on that.
What? What are you saying? Your husband is in trouble here. The least you can do is help me out.
You're forgetting one thing, Mark. I already submitted the divorce papers.
You already?
Yep, we're no longer husband and wife. Sorry.
No, wait, you can't be serious, Emily.
I am definitely serious. Goodbye, Mark.
Please, Emily, how are we supposed to survive? What do we do, Emily? Please.
Mark and his mother came to my condo a few days later. I guess they figured if they rushed over here with the marriage papers, I would sign it. And we would be husband and wife again. So confident were they that they even brought all their luggage with them. But, unbeknownst to them, I had already moved away. As nobody opened the door, they proceeded to go on strike and shouting stuff like, Let us stay. Support your family. Stop husband abuse. Absurd nonsense like that. This obviously caused considerable disturbance to the neighbors, and eventually the police were called. That's when they found out I had already moved out, which left them dumbfounded, as you can imagine. In addition, they loaded all their stuff into a taxi and came all the way here. It's like a 3-hour drive. They were apparently left penniless, and some relatives had to come and pick them up. I bet it was pretty embarrassing for the both of them. A few days later, this relative introduced them into a live-in job up north, some sort of factory. Last I heard, they were working their butts off day in and day out to pay off the debt that his mom had accumulated.
Hey Sean, can you get eggs and toilet paper on the way back?
What have you been doing all day?
Sorry, it's hard for me to move. I'm so pregnant.
You know the due date, so calculate and plan. Stop relying on me.
Sorry, I can't do that. It's my first time giving birth and I'm anxious.
Being anxious and not doing the housework is different. I'm tired from work.
I know, thank you for working. But you don't have to say it like that. If I can move, I will go.
I'm busy with work. Nothing is going great. Let me get my stress out.
That's why I'm saying let's talk. You're avoiding it. You say it's useless telling me.
Okay, stop talking about it. I'll buy the things. I was going to drink tonight.
You're tired, but you can go out drinking. Help me out at a time like this.
I'll do it when the child is born. Leave me alone.
It's not only my child. I want you to realize that.
It's on the books that it's slower for men to realize becoming a dad.
Don't use your gender as an excuse. It's rude to the men who help out.
He's him. I'm me.
You're the one that categorized men.
You're irritated lately. Before me, you should fix your anxiety. You have to be strong as a mom. Stop complaining about me.
Lily, how's your stomach? Mother-in-law, it's the 4th time texting me today. I'm so excited about my grandbaby. You also said you had some pain this morning. I'm worried. Thank you for being so worried. The baby can be born any time since it's past the due date. Don't worry, I'll let you know when the contraction comes. Please, I'll head over immediately. So helpful. Oh. What? I think my water broke. Really? I don't know, it's not much. It depends on the person, so it's possible. Just calm down and call the hospital. I'm calm. I'll call them. Sean, when are you coming back? My water broke, so I'm going to the hospital. Can you take me to the hospital?
Did the water break? It's not born yet, right?
Yeah, but I don't know, so I have to go.
Let me know when it's going to be born. I can't drive because I drink.
Okay, fine. But when the contraction hit, okay? You have a day off tomorrow.
Okay, fine.
The contractions are here. They're pretty close by, so I think I'll give birth early morning. It's past 1 a.m. The contractions are bad. The baby was born. You didn't come.
Oh, good job.
What do you mean, good job? It's your first baby and you're out drinking.
Sorry, I have a headache, so I'll head over after a nap. I can't go since I smell like alcohol.
Not yet? It's noon.
I said I'll go. I can't move because I'm hungover.
How can you drink when your wife is giving birth? I texted you about my contractions too.
You're so annoying. Stop exaggerating about contractions.
Sean, who do you think you're texting? I'm your mom.
Huh?
Can you make excuses?
Sorry, I'm still a bit drunk.
I guess, but I think you're awake now.
Yes.
You said you were working, but you lied. Lily told me everything. What do you want to do? You also didn't help when Lily asked. You wouldn't even go shopping for her. What are you thinking? She's risking her life to give birth. It's your child. Yes. Can you imagine how she felt when you weren't there? You were so happy when you found out she was pregnant. What happened to that? What will your kid think? That you were drunk when they were born. Are you thinking about that? Lily told me your work's not going well. You're drinking from the stress. It sucks because nothing is going well. I want to quit, but if I do, I can't support my family. The fact that I am a dad. I know I'm not fit to be a dad. Then stop saying you want to be a dad. Lily and the kids' happiness is to live with you. You can earn money by working, but you can't earn the time you've missed with your family. Lily wanted to talk about it, but you ignored it because of your pride. Family is supposed to share unhappy things too. Even if life sucks, can't you work hard for Lily and the kid? Married couples have to understand each other. The good and the bad. You need to understand that. Anyways, after birth, Lily will come back home with me. What? It's what she wants. She wants to be with us and not with her parents. She feels safe that way. She's scared to be away from you. I'll take her in, and her parents agree too. It's fine. I'll help Lily with the housework and the kid. What do you mean by help? I'll help Lily so she has to do less work. Don't you realize that that's not enough? You can't do all the housework because you're working. But raising a child is not just helping. It's something you have to do. Whose kid is it? Mine. Yes, so what do you mean help out? You're right. I want her to be safe after birth, so I'll take her in. I'll talk with her parents about the future as well. I'll go immediately. Sean, I'm sorry I haven't replied. It's fine, you don't have to. Don't say that. I'm sorry. I heard from your parents. You came over every day after work. You apologized over and over again. I'm sorry. I'll go until you forgive me. I know you came, but I didn't know what to say, so I had your mom make you go home. I see. I'm sorry. How do you feel? Will you come home? It's easier to raise my child here, but I have no time to sleep. Sorry, it's my fault. But I'm thinking of going home soon. I heard you're trying. Your mom re-educated you. You're doing the housework and cleaning yourself. You're preparing so I can go home anytime. You don't drink as well. I stopped drinking since then. I made a mistake and was making excuses. I know you can't trust me. I don't think I should be forgiven easily. I'll do whatever I can before the divorce. People say it's hard to change, but I didn't want to believe that. I won't divorce you. Really? I won't lie. I know how hard you're trying. Also, my parents, they said they'll forgive you. You didn't break a promise since the hospital. I'm sorry my parents got involved. Please don't apologize, but thank you. Thank you for apologizing and thanking me and my parents, but you should say it to your mom. She's busy with her housework, but is teaching you. Thank her. Yes, I will. Even when I go home, things won't be easy. I'll help with housework, but you have to raise the kid. As a dad. I won't run anymore. Let's talk too. Yes, I understand your feelings and pride too, but I want to be your person. I know you have pride, but you're not alone. Don't be anxious. At least you look cool now. I'll go home next week. Thanks. I'll do my best. It's not only me, though. Yes, our son, too. No, 3. Also your mom. Mom? Because I can't have you stop doing everything when I return. Like go back to the husband drinking around while I'm pregnant. I can't go home when I don't fully trust you yet. Yes. Have you changed? By my mom? You said it. That moms have to be strong. After their birth, I heard about Sean from his friends. He didn't go out and went to apologize after work. He came over, but my mother-in-law kicked him out. He did the same for about 3 weeks. My parents forgave him and he was crying. I went back home with his mom as promised. What I saw was unbelievable. Clean room and lots of baby goods for our son. There was no more alcohol at home. I was surprised Sean became so good at cooking. A few days later, we talked about his job. He told me what sucked and about his boss. I regretted not being able to do anything for him. We both cried a lot. After that, he changed jobs and found nice people. I didn't forbid him to drink, but he hasn't done so and some of his friends left him. He said he doesn't need friends that leave him for that. I still wondered if he was a good dad. I wondered many times, but this allowed me to trust him. I learned that people can change. It's been 2 years and I gave birth to my second child. Sean is working and supports me. He came to the birth as well. I am living a very happy life now. I'm so happy. Hey, Sophia. Give me money. Brother, not again. I gave you $300 a week ago. Have you used it all? I want a few things that can't be helped. Transfer me $500 by tomorrow morning. For God's sake. Why don't you just get a job? Oh, how can you talk so big now? Do you think you're better than me because you left home? I decided to say what was on my mind. Aren't you embarrassed of yourself asking money from your little sister? Not really. We are a family, so the one who has more money should pay for all. I can't be your supporter forever. Hey. You call yourself a supporter. I just used a word that you would understand. I'm glad you understand. Anyways, transfer me $1,000. Don't add the amount. I have to tell you, I have my own life to live, so it's not going to go as it was. What? That will be solved if you move back home. Do you have more expenses because you left home? There's a reason why I left home. Oh yeah. A dude, right? What? You said I didn't know anything? I knew you were calling a guy for hours in your room. From the conversation, I could tell it was your boyfriend. You were eavesdropping? The walls in our house are so thin, I can hear everything. That's true. Anyways, I'm worried about you, sis, as an older brother. I waited in front of your company. What the hell are you doing? I mean, I thought the place you would get a boyfriend is the company. Bingo. You guys looked so happy together the second you came out of the company. So you left home to live with him, right? Basically, yes. I see. Okay. If you know about it, then I'll tell you. He is my boyfriend. We've been dating for about an year and I think about marriage. Longer than expected. He's a decent guy. I never thought you would have a boyfriend. Thank you. It's better for me because I get twice the money. What? Anyways, give me $1,000. Okay. Oh, but this is the last time I'm going to give you money. Tell mom that too. Okay, whatever. I'm counting on you for next month too. Hey Sophia, it's mom. What? Can you pay for this month? What? It's unusual for you to forget payment. I texted you because it seems like you forgot. I didn't forget. Okay, then there's no problem. Also, I want a bit more money than usual this time. I'm short about $400 from my credit card payment. So please help me out. I gave my brother $1,000 the end of last month. Really? But that's for your brother, right? The daily expenses are different. Didn't brother tell you? I told him that the $1,000 I gave him is going to be the last money I gave you guys. What do you mean? I'm dating someone and we're thinking about marriage. Yes, your brother told me about that. Since you started living with him, are you going to give us twice the money, right? Twice the money? I wasn't after the marriage. If that's the case, you should get married to him right away. What are you talking about? Am I wrong? Don't make me repeat myself. I told him that the $1,000 were the last money I'm going to give you guys. Last? What do you mean last? It means exactly what it means. I don't know how brother told you, but I'm going to live with my boyfriend. So I need my money for my own expenses. I can't keep supporting you guys, so the $1,000 is the last money I'm giving you. That's what I told you. Hey, the $1,000 was also my kindness. You guys need to stop depending on me for money. Do you have to make your brother work? Sophia, wait a minute. You too, Mom. Even though Dad has died, you still get the pension, right? Why do you have to ask me for money? I have to pay my loan. That's because you keep on buying designer bags. You just have to live on your own level. But I still need money. You're the one who used the money Dad left for us. You need to regret your choices. Hey, Sophia. It's a child's job to take care of their parents. Stop making stupid excuses and transfer the money. Those words. You should say that to brother as well. I'm going to get married soon and be in a different family. It's going to be harder for me to support you financially. I have to support my own life. So you should make your brother work. Then you should be able to live with your pension as well. Don't say that. Your brother doesn't work at all. That's why we've been relying on you, Sophia. Do you know what you call kids like that? Exploited children. Exploited? Maybe you didn't think of it like this, but when I thought about my future with my current boyfriend, I realized that I should not keep giving you money. I wouldn't be able to get married if I kept doing this. I don't think that's the case. First of all, it's my brother's fault for not working in a financial state like this. That's true, but you're working, Sophia. And I've said countless times, I'm going to be in a different family soon. So you guys have to figure things out on your own. But Sophia, if you're going to be persistent, I'm going to block you. Wait, I have stuff to do. Hey, Sophia. What the hell are you doing? Answer me. What? Mom keeps telling me to work and it's annoying. It's all your fault. That's great. What the fuck are you talking about? Mom thinks that you should work. That's a great perspective. It's not good. Hey, brother, you need to realize that it's strange for you to not work at all. After you graduate high school, you haven't worked until 36 right now. You couldn't just live off your parents' money. But you started living off my money as well. Aren't you embarrassed as a big brother? You're so annoying. I think it's much better than not working. Stop acting so big just because you work at a good company. You're the one who is relying on my paychecks from that company. I'm not going to forgive you anymore. I'm going to drag it back home. Even if you cry, I'm going to drag it home. Do you know where I live? Of course. When I followed you and your boyfriend, I followed you to your apartment. I made sure just in case. Whatever you do is not that big of a deal. Okay, so you can't act so big anymore. Say bye to your boyfriend. Why? Because he's the one that's giving you stupid ideas. He's not a good man since he doesn't want to support his girlfriend's brother. We don't need a man like that. What are you talking about? I'm going to go to pack your things. Sophia, I know you're there. I'm here to get you. I'm ringing the bell, but you're acting like you're not home. Open the door. Oh, you're really here? Of course. Let's go. Come on out. Well, what? I'm not there anymore. What? Are you out? No. I've already moved from that place. What? That's impossible. Apartments are usually contracted on the yearly basis. You've only moved in about 2 months ago. It's not that easy for you to cut the contract. Stop making excuses. Just come out. The room is a weekly apartment. What the hell is that? It's for people who want to live for a short period of time. The shortest contract is a week. I was going to move soon anyway, so I lived there for a little bit. But I didn't need it anymore, so I released it yesterday. What the hell? So where are you now? Answer me. I'm abroad. What? Are you stupid? Stop making things up. I'm not making things up. I'm moving abroad. Forever. No. What the hell are you talking about? My boyfriend is not from here. Stop lying. He looked Asian. His parents are Asian, so he does location, but he's not from here. So he's really foreign? Yes, he worked on my companies for 3 years as a contract. Now that the 3 years are up, he's going back to his country. And he's bringing me his wife. What? Do you think I'm going to forgive you for that? I'm already legal and an adult, so I don't need anyone's permission to get married. Also, I'm going to work out his new company. So even if you contact my current company, do not going to say anything. Delete all your money here. No. I am near the airport right now. What? What are you saying? I'm going to finish the contract on this phone and leave tonight. What? I don't want to contact you anymore, so it's perfect. Tell Mom that as well. Wait, bye. My brother was trying to drag me home, so he waited at the closest airport to our house. But unfortunately, since we had a job at a different part of the country, we left from a different airport. When my brother realized it was useless, he went to my previous job. But obviously, they kicked him out, and also called security. My brother looks scary, but he's not scary at all inside. After that, my brother contacted my uncle for financial help, but my uncle texted me to figure out the actual situation. My mom and brother don't know about that. My uncle was so pissed, and as a result, they cut ties with all their relatives.
There's a sale at the supermarket nearby tomorrow. I'll buy lots of chicken, so should we have fried chicken for dinner tomorrow? You like it, right?
I can't because I'll be back late tomorrow.
Really? Busy at work?
Yep.
How about the day after?
I can't get back early that day either because I'm busy.
Okay, then I'll keep it in the freezer. We can have fried chicken anytime if we keep it there.
We don't need to have it at home. I like the way restaurants make it better.
Yeah, maybe, but... we used to have fried chicken at home often.
Honestly, I don't really enjoy eating anything at home.
Oh, is my cooking that bad?
I mean, eating with you in itself is just stressful. It's not fun to talk to you, and your reaction to everything is boring.
Am I that boring?
When we got married, I thought your seriousness was good. But it's boring now. You lack a sense of humor.
I do?
Women are usually good listeners and talkers. My female coworkers are all fun and charming. Unlike you, it's fun to talk to them.
I see. That's why you come back late these days.
Yeah, I guess that's part of it.
Sorry for making you feel uncomfortable at home. I'll try to improve our relationship, so...
Improve it how, exactly?
I'll do my best not to bore you. I'll think of plans so both of us can have fun together.
What kind?
Going on an all-day date like we used to.
Meh.
Oh, you don't want to?
I don't want to waste a whole day on that.
Then, just from the afternoon till evening.
Where are we going?
Is there somewhere you want to go, Brett?
Not really. It's a lot of effort to think of somewhere to go on a date.
Then I'll come up with the idea. How about going to your favorite restaurant? We can go to a hotel later, as long as you treat me to dinner. Just kidding.
What is that? Oh, that's so creepy.
Sorry, I meant it as a joke. You told me I need a sense of humor.
It's not funny at all. You're really no good at this. Don't text me anymore. It's irritating.
Sorry.
On second thought, I don't want to go out on a date. I can see that it's going to be uncomfortable and we'll just fight.
Right.
We don't need to spend time together just because we're a married couple. Oh, and don't make plans for the weekend without asking me, okay? It's just annoying.
Okay. It's fine anyway. I've got a sudden business trip for this weekend now.
Oh, really?
I need to go help prepare for a new shop to open next week because they're behind. I leave here on Saturday morning and come back Sunday night.
Great! I'll have a good time on my own, so can focus on work.
Yep. Thanks. I'll see you Sunday evening. Hi. It's been a while, Kevin. I'm Sam, Brett's wife. Do you still remember me?
Long time no see! Of course I remember you. I met you when my wife and Brett were working at the same department, right?
Yes, it was roughly 2 years ago. Around that time, all the workers got along pretty well. It was great for him to work with her.
After Cheryl moved to another department, we lost touch with you, though. They used to have lots of work socials back then. I remember going to barbecue and bowling.
Yes. After she moved apartments, we sure did lose touch with each other. But only you and I.
Huh? What do you mean?
Brett is still very friendly with Cheryl. What with them being co-workers still.
Oh, I guess that's good. But I'm a little puzzled by how you phrased that.
Yes. Sorry, I did that on purpose.
So, do you have something you want to tell me?
I'd like to ask you a favor. I'll be straightforward with you.
Okay.
My husband and your wife are currently having an affair.
What?
Why don't we go interrupt them together? I want to catch them in the act.
Your husband and my wife are having an affair? Is that true? I heard she went to a trip with her friend today, though.
I've hired a private investigator since February. So, I already have plenty of evidence, such as photos of them going into a hotel together.
I can't believe it.
It may be hard to believe, but it's true. If you'd like, I'll send you some pictures.
If you're that confident, it must be true. Excuse me, I feel nauseous.
Sorry that I told you this so suddenly. I should have told you in advance. But I didn't want to say anything until I had hard evidence. Otherwise, I was afraid you'd think I was just harassing you.
Well, I guess you're right. I would have asked Cheryl. But this wasn't completely unexpected to me. I felt suspicious about her behavior.
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I guess. But is it necessary to catch them in person if you already have a lot of evidence? We should be able to sue them for emotional damages already.
Honestly, it's just for us to de-stress. As you say, I don't need to do this for a stronger court case. But I just want to really put pressure on Brett.
I'm sorry to ask you such a private question, but... do you hold a grudge against him for something other than the affair?
I'm embarrassed to tell you this, but... he's been telling me that I'm boring and my personality is too serious. I don't get along with him these days, and I was trying to improve things.
You got into a rut. It's natural for married couples.
I was trying to do different things because it's better if we get along well. I asked him to go on a date, but he rejected me and said I was being creepy. I was so disappointed in him in that moment. It broke my heart.
Are you serious? That must have been hard on you. Tried your best to improve the relationship, though. But I think I understand how you feel a little bit.
You do?
Actually, I was told by Cheryl that I'm too serious as well. She says the way I speak is too stiff.
I see. But you seem more intelligent than stiff to me.
Thank you. But my wife doesn't like it. She insults me every day, telling me I was boring.
You went through the same as me. Brett also sees me as beneath him and boring. That's why I want to corner him methodically. I thought this would be flashier and funnier too.
I get it now.
I think I'm a bad person to even ask such a thing of you. I'm not only serious, but insidious as well. I'm amazed at myself. Isn't it crazy to go to all this trouble to catch them?
No, I think I understand.
Sorry. I shouldn't ask you this for the sake of my own revenge. I know what I said, but you don't have to do this.
No, I'll go with you. Either way, I have to confront Cheryl. Let me help with your plan.
Brett, isn't it cruel to kick me out from the house so suddenly? Take the chain lock off the door. Let me in!
As if. What were you doing barging in with a camera? Why are you here, Sam?
It's my house too. I can come back at any time, right?
Just delete that footage. Right now.
No. It's definite evidence that you're having an affair. I need to let your parents watch it too.
Stop it. Just stay away from home for now. And don't come back until I give you permission.
Why do I have to stay away from home? Maybe you're going to let your affair partner leave while I'm away?
No, that's not what I meant.
Then what did you mean? Either way, you guys are finished. Kevin is also an eyewitness.
The guy next to you was Kevin?
Yes, your affair partner's husband.
Huh?
You don't remember him? You must have met him several times.
I didn't exactly have the time to examine his face closely just now.
Now that both of your partners are here as well, let's talk it over.
You said you had a business trip, but you lied. How dare you? You sociopath.
You're the sociopath.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for taking care of my wife. Huh? Oh no, are you her husband? Yes, it's Kevin. It seems like my wife is in very good hands. No, this is a misunderstanding. How can I misunderstand the situation? I could hear your voice from outside.
Were you eavesdropping the whole time? Yes, I could hear you insulting us too.
Why did you do all of this? This is far too creepy for you to be just collecting evidence. Well, we've got enough evidence because Sam hired a private investigator. Then why are you doing this to us? Because you guys are always telling us that we're boring. So, we were just trying to show you how spontaneous we can be. It's not funny at all. You're the only people who think it's not funny. Many people out there in the world would think this situation is hilarious. If I put it on YouTube, a lot of people would be interested, right? This is no joke. I told you that we're just joking around. We just want to show you our sense of humor. This is a violation of our privacy. You're talking about privacy even though you destroyed my private life? Do you understand what position you're in? You should be careful what you say to us. We have a good case to sue you for this. We could tell everyone at your work about your affair. Don't do that! Didn't I say you should be careful what you say? Is that an appropriate attitude to ask a favor of someone? Please don't do this. I'm begging you. We're both doing rather well at work. That's what I heard from Cheryl. You're well liked by your boss and subordinates at the office, right? You're especially popular among women for your kindness and honesty, huh? You're very cold to your wife at home, but you're pretending with everyone at work. It's for my promotion. You get it as a fellow corporate worker, right? I can get promotions by just being myself. I might be lacking in humor, but I earn more than you. Arrogant words for someone who gets cheated on by his wife. You should really watch what you're saying. Don't make me remind you you're on very thin ice. I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Cheryl typed it, not me. That's an obvious lie. You need to learn basic common sense before even thinking about a sense of humor. And learn not to steal things from others and to listen to people. Even a child can understand better than you. That's why you haven't been promoted in years. That's not relevant. Sam is very patient and generous. Even after she knew about your affair, she tried to forgive you once. Is that true? Pass the phone to her. I want to talk to her. Oh, it's too late to beg for forgiveness. Your wife has completely abandoned you. You rejected her by saying it was creepy when she was trying to breathe new life into your relationship. So that's what she was trying to do. No, I didn't know those were her intentions. It's you who drove her into a corner so she would do such a thing. First of all, I don't think someone like you has a right to complain to her. You lack lots of things you need to be a human being. Do you really think you're in a position to complain to her about her lack of humor? Let me apologize to her, please.
Hey, it's me.
Sam, I'm sorry for all the things I've done to you. So, can we just keep this to ourselves?
Hey, can you pass the phone to Cheryl instead?
Huh? Why? Do you want to talk to her?
Because all women at your office are good talkers, right? I bet she is too. So she can give me some interesting excuses, right? I want to check how good of a talker she is. so pass it to her.
Stop it. Please, just forgive me.
You can't give the phone to her? Then open the door. Let's talk in person. You think she'll be more charming this way than over texts, right? Put on your clothes, of course.
She's been crying on the floor this whole time. She's in no condition to talk.
I see. That's a shame. You guys can't come up with anything good to say. You're both very boring. How are things afterwards, Kevin? I saw Cheryl crying buckets when she went home.
Let her cry. This'll be a good lesson for her. I packed my belongings and I'll be staying at a hotel for now. Later, I'll take the evidence you gave me to my lawyer and have her sort it out. What about you?
Brett has been quiet, as expected. He's pale and shaking in the corner of the room. It's been peaceful since he won't tell me I'm boring. I'll leave here after I send my belongings to my parents' house. I don't want to stay in this house anymore.
Understandable.
My marriage had been tough, but now I can feel good about ending this relationship. I couldn't have done it without you, Kevin. Thank you for everything.
Likewise, Sam. I felt better after seeing them both panicking. It's strange to say this, but it was a little bit fun. I think I knew deep down that I couldn't live with Cheryl anymore. If you didn't tell me, though, I think I would have lived my whole life just doing as she told me.
I'm a little relieved after hearing that.
I decided to do this too, so don't worry about me. I suppose we both still have lots of things to do. We better start getting busy.
Yeah, you're right. And it's going to be a better life for both of us than our awful married lives, won't it? We don't have to force ourselves to try to be funny anymore. I'm sure we can be happy without that. After that, Kevin and I were both able to divorce. Brett was lonely, so he was thinking of getting married to his affair partner. But I heard he was chewed out by his enraged parents and told not to embarrass them anymore, so he decided not to. Cheryl quit the company and disappeared quietly. Of course, we told everyone at their office about the affair, so she probably left because she couldn't handle the pressure. I hear that Brett is having a hard time at the office after everyone was gossiping about his affair. I moved into my parents' house and started working somewhere new to start life over. Brett called me boring, but I have family and friends who like who I am. I'm grateful for the people I have, and I feel that true happiness is an ordinary, mundane life. I won't forget this realization. I'll continue to surround myself with people who like me. I hope I can regain my confidence and like myself a little more.